Welcome guys, welcome to our another tutorial by Kotlin Hub Pro. In this tutorial we'll talk about our integrated development environment named as IntelliJ and its build system, and we will write a sample program named as Hello World. So let's start with an introduction of our integrated development environment. So what is IntelliJ? As you know, it's an IDE for Java Virtual Machine languages designed to maximize developer productivity. So IntelliJ supported a lot of languages like Java, Kotlin, Groovy, Scala, Python, and many more. So next, the most important thing in that IDE is what is build system. We need to understand we have to build our programs. So let's start with the definition of build system. It is a process that involves compiling of the source code into a binary files that are executed by the computer. So there are mainly three build system involved in IntelliJ IDE. The first one is IntelliJ IDE, like their built-in build system, which may be used to compile your source files to into binary files, and brings together external sources and produce a live application. The second one is Maven. Apache Maven is a software project management and comprehension tool basically it's based on the project of POM, which is Project Object Model. So the next one is Gradle. Gradle is an open source build automation tool focused on flexibility and performance. Gradle build scripts are written usually using a Groovy or Kotlin DSL. We will focus on Gradle because this is the main build system we will use in Android application and development when we just move to Android application development course. So let me start by opening the IntelliJ IDE, and I'll give you the overview of how you can create project and how you can add Kotlin class files, how you can run your projects, and I'll give you an introduction as much as I can. So first of all, when you open that IDE, you will probably see a welcome screen with the new project open if you want to export and import like an existing project, and you can create projects, and we'll talk about customization like a theme of your IDE. Then you can see that you can download plugins where you can use which you can use in your projects. And we have like interactive courses from IDE, but they are not like in detail, so they are general like basic training courses, so you can learn from here as well. So we'll start with the new project. If I click on new project, so first of all you will see on the left hand side navigation like empty project, new project. You can use generators, JavaFX, Kotlin multi-platform, Compose, IDE plugin, and Android. We will mainly talk about Android when we get to the course of Android application development using Kotlin programming language. But for now we will just talk about new project because we are creating a sample program. So I'll name it sample Kotlin program. And after setting the name, you can set the location and you can customize that location whichever you would like. And then you can just create Git repository if you are dealing with your team or working in a team. Then you can select language, Java, Kotlin, Groovy, HTML, or any other languages. Like in a plus you can also use Python or Scala. So by the time we will use in Kotlin, then we'll talk about build system. In the slides as already introduced IntelliJ, Maven, and Gradle. So by now we will use IntelliJ. Then is we use Java Development Kit. When you get there, if you newly installed the community version, then this Open JDK 20 Oracle version 20.0.1 won't be here. So you have to download JDK and you have to select which version, or sometimes this IDE automatically select the latest version. So I have already downloaded it, so I've select this. So if you go in advanced setting, you can name module name, content root, or module file location as you like. So if I create the project, it will take a little while to create the project. So next we will just opening up the files. It's loading the project, as you can see. So I'll just maximize the screen so you can see properly. So you can see scanning files to index, just creating source files. So we'll have to wait. Until then, I'll show you a couple of settings so you can check, or you can just play with it. So you can use current file, edit configuration, you can search projects, you can run anything, project structure, and you can use services, you can use terminals, and here's the problem screen, so you can play with it. So here's the project structure. If you want to create a new project, you can create from here, you can close project, and you can edit whatever you like. So you have to play with all of these um, menus so you can easily understand what's going on with your project. Okay, so now I'm not creating new projects, sorry about that. So as you can see, there's a couple of directories in your sample Kotlin program. The first one is mainly the main directory which we will handle, or we will play with it, is the source directory. This is the test directory and this is the main directory. So test directory is tested when you compile the programs, and the main directory where you place resources like images, like video files, or anything which is not including any software program. So Kotlin directory is the main file where you keep your classes. So we will create new Kotlin class. You can create Java class as well, as you can as I told you in the first tutorial, that Kotlin is has a feature of interoperability. So here comes the concept of interoperability. So for the time being, we will just create a Kotlin class, sample Kotlin class. So it will create it. Okay, here you can see it created a class, but we are not using a class structure, and we'll talk about in the later sections. So I'll probably remove it, and I'll just define a main function to execute your code. So before writing further lines or the further code, I need to tell you two things. The most important thing is always write comment using two forward slashes. So it will read the line till the end. It will go down, then you type in, it's going to start giving error. You can also use /* and */. So in between these two sections, you can add as much as you want, multiple lines. So this is the good thing to add. Always add comments to your code. So like as an example, I probably say main body of the class. Okay, so the next thing is we will write just display a hello world string. So for that purpose we use print ln. In the parentheses we will type in hello world. Okay, we don't need to use semicolon or anything like that at the end. We can also use print function. Now let me tell you the major difference between print and print ln. If you try to output this hello world, it will not break the line, like your cursor will not go to the next line. But if you print hello world with this function print ln, after printing this string, print ln function will take your cursor to the next line. Okay, so I'll probably comment this one, so I'll show you what exactly I'm talking about. So I probably built or start playing. This is the play button, and this is the debug button. So we usually use play button and debug button when we have some sort of unsurety or uncertainty about any lines or any module. So as you can see, this Kotlin IntelliJ IDE is compiling my program, so it will allow this codes to run on my machine. So as you can see, there is no line after that because we use this print function. So that line didn't break. Okay, now I'll comment this one, and I'll just uncomment println function and build it again. So you will see there is no a line break between process finish with exit code 0 and hello world. And now if you closely look, you please see a break line here. Here you can see a break line. That's where succumb ln. It will break the line. Just like if you learn, you can say any other programming language, you probably use this word break, or might be any other like term which we use in the to break the line. So excuse me. So here comes the hello world. This is a sample program, and in the next tutorial we will talk about what is var and what is wall, and as followed by data types, how many data types are inside Kotlin programming language, and where we can use it, what is the difference between var, wall, and how we can use it efficiently in your programs. So till then, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you got the idea of println and print function and how to write codes. And